We're back. Tom and Dick Smothers are here tonight. And this could be rather a newsworthy evening, because I am told that they are going to be retiring their act from show business, actually at the end of this year. And this is the first public announcement.
Really?
Yeah, that's what the fellows say. You will tell us about it later. Would you welcome the Smothers Brothers, Tom and Dick?
My brother Tom would like to dedicate this number we're going to do tonight to all the fine athletes performing up in Montreal, and he also asked me to send to those fine gentlemen and ladies his regrets that he can't be there performing with them this Olympiad, because his sport, my brother is a fine athlete. He's a great gifted individual athlete. His sport is not yet recognized on a worldwide scale, but I think it will be someday. And we'd like to sing a song about his sport, and his sport is the yo-yo. My brother has always been a fine yo-yoist, and this is a song about a little boy who looked up to that yo-yo man. He used to come around to school every year and have those contests. It's about a little boy who wanted to grow up to be like his hero, and his hero was, of course, the yo-yo man.
I'm a little town boy, never felt free, tied to my job, tied to my people, living like a jelly bean in a can. Long one day come yo-yo man. Said he went where he wanted, I did what he pleased. Never had it hard in the living come to me. Said mighty good words for a mighty young man. Gonna leave my home and friends if I can't be yo-yo man. Down in the schoolyard putting on a show, talking to the little kids, listen to the yo-yo. RC Cola, Scooter, Pine, sleeping at the Y. Little yo-yo music, Larry McNeely now.
Okay, thank you, Larry, for that yo-yo harmonica. And now here comes Tom on the yo-yo to show you some of the form that made him so famous in his younger years. Those are loop-the-loops, little warm-up tosses. Notice the wrist. In his late 30s, he still has a supple wrist. It's very important. Let's see a little bit around the world, Tom. Around the world. There he goes. Oops, with a loop-the-loop. Look at that. My brother has a great ability to make the easy look extremely difficult. Let's see you do around the world backwards. Do around the world backwards. There he goes. Didn't think he could do it. Okay. Now, there's any of the tricks, anybody in the audience, studio audience, that played the yo-yo, knows some of the tricks, holler them out. Tommy will try to do, we have time, walk the dog. I hear one. Here's another. Baby in the cradle over there. Baby in the cradle and walk the dog. Here he goes. A little baby in the cradle. Rock the baby in the cradle. Amazing. Look at that. And up. Okay, Tommy, before you go into walk the dog, do over the falls. It's one of my favorites. Up and over, very simple. Into the palm of the hand. Whoops. Amazing. I didn't think you were going to do that one. Okay, this is called walking the dog. It looks very simple, but it takes a very sensitive touch with the yo-yo on the ground, pulling the yo-yoist along as if by magic. It's very heavy spin. Oops, short walk. Keep it walking. There it goes, walking the dog. Okay. Now those, of course, are very simple maneuvers on the yo-yo, and I know most of you out there can do them. Now we're going to do something that's very difficult. It's a trick with two yo-yos. My brother invented this trick. He's the only one to accomplish it. No yo-yoist, living or dead, has ever accomplished this trick. It takes two yo-yos, one in the left hand and one in the right hand. Now I might add that my brother invented this trick originally as a three yo-yo trick. But the very first time he tried it, he injured himself quite severely. He started out really good, but he never thought about how to catch that third yo-yo. But he's up and better, and thanks for the cards and letters. Tommy, are you ready to go? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tom Smothers 2 yo-yo trick. What an indication of upper body strength. What power. Anyway, the reason we're doing this song isn't to show you Tommy's ability on the yo-yo. It's just to get you to think about the yo-yo once again, because we came across a philosophy of life of which the yo-yo is the nucleus, the very center. And this philosophy states we'd be very lucky to go through life as a yo-yo, but we have to work on it. And there's a similarity. You see, we're warm and secure in our homes like a yo-yo is in the palm of your hand. And like when the yo-yo flings that yo-yo out into space, that's what happens each day when we leave our homes and go out into the world. And when the yo-yo's out there, it's spinning around doing tricks, right? Well, that's what we all do when we're out in life. We're doing tricks, entertaining ourselves, entertaining our friends, looking good. Now, that's the easy part of this philosophy. It takes a little more strength and mental discipline when we have to start thinking, how long should we stay out? How many tricks should we pull off? And no matter how much fun we're having out in life, yo-yoing up and down and looking so good and so fine, we got to save enough energy at the end of that day to come on back home again, or, so to speak, come up that yo-yo string of life, back to the warmth, safety, and security of the palm of the hand.
So if we're out there yo-yoing through life, we got to remember as we're yo-yoing, we must remember, always got to get it up.
Now, what my brother meant by that was
I think they know what I meant.
you've got to...
Oh, baby's in the cradle, I can't see the tree. Walking in the dark don't mean a thing to me. Around the world, been a long time gone. In a yo-yo man with a string that long. In a yo-yo man, schoolyard whistling on the shore. Not too late, seven at the yo-yo song. Yo-yo man, yo-yo.
Yo-yo man.
Do this first. There's only one place you will find the Wishbone name. That's on fine salad dressing. We're back. All right. When I mentioned before you fellows came out, I said you're going to retire the act at the end of the year. Mel Brooks was aghast, and it's not easy for him to be aghast. Is that true? That
He thought it was a funny joke.
Yeah, he thought, I think...
Yeah.
Now, is
No,
this all
we
true?
are, really. Tommy and I have been working longer than I've ever held a single job. You know, it's like 17 years. And it's funny, it started off as a summer job to me.
Really?
Yeah, we were going to school, and it just sort of grew and grew and grew. And I found when we came back after that, sort of that retirement from the CBS thing, that we were working, traveling more than we ever had. And it sort of gets in the... Not that it gets in the way, because it's fun and we like working together and we have no problems. In fact, we're closer than we've ever been. But any project I want to get into around my farm or my winery or something, I'm a guest.
Right.
And I come home and visit what's happening. And you pay people to do things that you want to really do yourself.
Yeah.
And I want to take the time to maybe get into a little winery. I have a few grapes,
Right.
a little winery, and I want to get to know my kids a little better.
So you just don't really want to perform?
I want to perform, but on a more limited basis.
Yeah.
And I think Smothers Brothers being together sort of locks you in to a certain direction.
Yeah.
And I think Tommy's a fine actor. He's a great singer. He moves well. He's not real bright. And I would like to see Tommy come really out on his own in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could support me. In the manner which I'm used to
Certainly.
being supported. You understand that?
Well, you have yes. Now you have a farm. I mean, what are you going to do, Tom? You don't have any grapes, do you? Or
No, I have a little little piece of ground. I have a garden, nothing like my brother has, but
Yeah.
he has 16 acres of grapes, and I got about 4 or 5 tomato plants.
Or
And
five.
I don't have a thing, Dickie's got goats and all kinds of things.
It's a regular working farm. Man.
Yeah, I got a dog.
Dog.
What
I
time is it?
call my dog my livestock. Anyway, if he dies, I'm wiped out. So,
Do you like to get close to the soil? I mean, give you a feeling of...
not really. My place is not really enough to support me at all. So, I've been thinking when Dickie decided that we weren't going to work anymore, it made me think. I started thinking about all the possibilities, and it's not for sure, but I've got something coming up. It's not positive, but
Can you mention it, or is
Yeah.
that bad luck to mention it?
no, not at all. It's in the works right now, but it looks pretty good. It's not for sure, but
What's that?
looks good. I'm going in the Air Force.
Steady, and the food isn't bad, and you always have a place to
Pick your training.
place to sleep. Yeah.
No, it's a good profession. It has security, and it's involved in something for the country.
That's right.
And I checked it out, and people laugh about someone going in the Air Force, but I've wrote a lot of letters, and there's a lot of information. There's Air Force technical schools are about the finest in the nation. There's
True.
good salary, medical, dental care, 30 days paid vacation annually,
That's what it says there, yeah.
meals, uniforms,
That's all
excellent
free.
recreation, facilities, worldwide travel. And it's nothing to sneeze at.
It is an opportunity.
I can pick it says I can pick any school that I want to go to. I was thinking of radar, in communications.
Well, how about a pilot? I mean,
Well, I'm thinking about that. If I can't get into the space program, I already got a haircut, for it. If I can't get into the space program, I'd probably, I don't know, germ warfare, maybe. Well, I like working with people, and
that's certainly it. That'll give you an opportunity to work with a lot of them in
But-
germ warfare.
I tried. This is kind of amusing, but when Dick decided that I should retire,
This wasn't a joint decision at all? I mean,
No,
didn't he consult you about it?
no. Well, he told me about it, but then when he told me, I decided that. Well, I asked him if he wanted to join up with me, and he didn't want to do it. But the Smothers Brothers are really retiring at the end of this year. We have. We're working Magic Mountain this week, and we've got some dates like Harris Club and Lake Tahoe.
Oh, so you will work up until the
We
end
work
of the year.
up to the end of the year, and then January 15th, I report for my physical. And I got to tie up a few loose ends. I'm hoping to get into the Air Force Academy.
Out in Colorado.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Well, I think protecting our country is...
Well, I kind of enjoy violence, and
be close to it.
yeah, I'm doing a play,
Oh, wait, no, I didn't know
I'm
that.
doing a play. Pat Paulson has a playhouse in Traverse City, Michigan. It's called Cherry County, I think, Cherry County Playhouse. And I'm doing a play there, and Pat wanted me to do this play.
Well, tell them the name of the play.
It's a Woody Allen play, Played Against Sam.
Play it again? That's a good play.
Yeah.
Funny play.
That's his first time he's ever done it.
You've never worked the theater.
Never done a play, and it opens in 2 weeks.
Have you ever taken acting lessons? I mean, essentially.
Yeah, well, I've taken some lessons and stuff. The play, there's a lot of words in there, and I don't got them memorized yet, but I know all the words,
It's just the order of them that...
Sure,
You don't have
I
yet.
generally don't like to work, word for word, but I bet you Woody Allen doesn't even know all the words to it. But I'm trying to memorize it. If I don't memorize, I'll just wing it.
You have other actors, and you have to give the cue for the other actor to come in, you see, so you'll have to learn it exactly word for word, because the other people depend on you.
Word for word?
You know the exact phrase, so the next actor can do his line.
Well, I don't like working like that.
That could be a hazard for the play, you say.
Oh, well, that's kind of... It seems weird to learn a word for word like a parrot.
It's just basically what it
Seems
is.
kind of rigid. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this at all.
Well, that's the test of an actor, is to do the words night after night after night and do them fresh and spontaneous.
Redundancy.
Like you've never said them before.
That's right.
How does that appeal to you?
I don't know how I can get out of this at this point.
It might be too late now. It's just 2 weeks to the opening.
Yeah, well, we got to... I'm looking forward to the retirement, and...
Well, the Air Force might take you earlier. I mean,
No, I
the
can't go.
physical-
I have obligations.
You have loose ends?
obligations, and probably work Vegas and things until January, and then I tie up all the loose ends, get my papers together, and who knows? I'm just kind of off the top of my head. Who knows? I could go in a space program. I could be an astronaut.
Off we go into the wild. That's exciting, really. Would you like to go to Mars?
Well, I would like to. There's an opportunity. I'm qualified in a lot of areas. I've got some education, and I'm physically I'm a pretty together guy.
How about molecular biology and?
Well, you know, once you're an astronaut, and I was a science major in college, and once you get into the space program, you know, and be an astronaut, there's a lot of things that can happen. You know, maybe I could run for senator. Maybe I could become a presidential candidate. Who knows? After I do that.
Commercials out of that?
Well, I wouldn't do that. I'm involved
You
in the country.
wouldn't trade on your fame as an astronaut to do commercials.
I want to say something. I love my brother very much, and we hardly ever argue or anything like that. And the only argument we ever had was about going into service. He thought it was a little too old to do it. But I want to get out there, and I want to hurt a lot of people, and then not really get hurt myself.
Well, is there anybody that you'd want to particularly thank this evening, because you are retiring the act at the end of the year?
Well, I don't want to... Dickie and I don't want this to be facetious, but because the Smothers Brothers are retiring at the end of this year, and there are a lot of people that have been really good fans, and we thank them, and we had a fantastic time in our career, and the Smothers Brothers had a lot of ups and downs, and I want to thank CBS for allowing us to screw around with them. And, of course,
That's warm.
I won't name any individuals because there's so many people who are part of our career. I think Dickie and I agree,
Because
particularly...
once you start, you'd leave somebody out, and the others would be offended,
Yeah,
probably.
I'd like to thank, of course, just to name a few, I'd like to thank Richard Nixon for giving us an opportunity, giving us a leg up, so to speak.
Well,
That's a few.
that's
a few.
We're going to be proud of you, and
Yes.
I'm going to sleep better at night knowing that you're
Retired.
out there manning the nation's defenses.
Well, I'll just leave some of these brochures.
Okay,
with you.
well, yeah. This can't go on forever. We may be flying together. We'll be right back after this.